What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the Humble Lecture, and today we have the figure here from the Across the Spider-Verse, and this is the Spot figure. And obviously I am reviewing this after the movie has been announced, has been released and all that, because I know, yes, this whole set came out a few months ago, but after watching the movie, I really fell in love with it and I decided to get the whole set from here. And normally I get my toys from My Toy or One Toy Malaysia. So if you're in Malaysia, you can get it from there. And yes, I'm gonna get the whole set, and this is the first figure, the Spot figure. And in today's video, what we'll do is, of course, check out the figure, go through the articulation, accessories, do some comparisons, and of course give you my thoughts and my opinions at the end. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so let's start off here with the packaging, and I gotta admit, like, this one here looks really cool. I know they are following with the retro style, and over here it says here part 1, because this was made many months ago or whatever, before the whole finalization of the movie came about. So yes, the next one will be actually Beyond the Spider-Verse, not part 2. But it is what it is. I like the whole retro style to it. It does have a modern take to it. I really do like the design here because you have the figure inside, you can take it outside. And of course, if you switch it on to the back here, we have the other figures from this whole wave, which looks amazing. But I did wish that they could just make this into the box set and give us the Cyborg Spider-Man as the Bath figure. So that all being said, now let's just unbox this bad boy up. Alright, so here we have the Spot figure, and I gotta say, he actually looks really nice, and this thing kind of happens when he drops. But yes, initially when I saw him, he looks like a McDonald's figure, but of course, like I said, again, after watching the movie, I just decided to get it here, and you gotta be impressed with it, because if you notice, Hasbro has been doing a lot of crazy, shady things with the accessories, but here we do get quite a lot. So as we can see here, we have the closed-fisted hands, we have the open hands here, which is pretty interesting, and also we have some Spot designs here, which looks really cool as well. So looking at this mouse, it does have a nice texture to him, and you can see that I think it's pretty similar to the actual figure itself. So it's really nice. The design as well looks really cool. And we have this whip hands here, which you can attach to this pole. So pretty interesting, because like on the top here, it's just only accessible and you only can put it on the top. I did wish that they could at least given us the same attachment here, so you can actually attach it, like, you know, in multiple angles or multiple heights and all that, which is going to be really cool. But it's still a very cool accessory done by Hasbro, and I gotta say, it looks really nice. You have your whip hands here, looking really good. And now I'm going to put this all to the side, and I'm going to have a closer look at the figure. Alright, so here we have the Spot figure, and to be honest, it's nothing much in terms of the color and paint and all that. But definitely when it comes to this kind of body mold, it is very unique to this figure. As you can see, it's very like kind of weird and very animated, which is exactly the thing that they were going for. I don't remember him being this kind of wide or like fat in the movie. I don't remember, it's a bit skinnier, but he is a really funny villain in the movie, so I think it's pretty cool. And I think in terms of the design, there's nothing much you can do with him here. Just get a white figure and paint him black at certain regions, which is, I think it turned out pretty well. So there isn't a lot of sculpting to him, and you can see that on the shoulder here, we do have some paint splotch, which is very disappointing. We get some pinless joints, but to be honest, the plastic in hand does feel like a McDonald's Happy Meal figure, but it still looks good. And with that being said, we are going on to articulation. So in terms of the neck movement here, we do have a disc joint which can go up all the way back here, which is very nice, very interesting. And you can go down all the way here, which is really cool as well. You can of course rotate it as much as you want. You can do a little bit of some hinge swivel here. And going on to the arms, you can get in very nice T-pose. And as you can see, the arms and legs are just so funny to look at them. And then going on to the arms, you have some bicep swivel. And you do have the pinless jointed elbows here, which I would assume can go back a lot. So a nice 180-degree bend here. And in terms of the hand movement, you have a nice rotation and a hinge up and down. Same thing goes for the closed-fisted hands as well. Going on to the torso, we have a nice torso, but you can feel that the plastic is actually moving because it's not, the body isn't like a perfect body. And if you go backwards here, you can see that there's a hole inside him, but here's the spot, so it's not too bad, I would say. But you can kind of crunch forward this much, and you can kind of crunch backwards this much again. You can see that the plastic is a little bit weird, and also the back here, it does have a little bit of funny design. It's not like a curve to go with his back. You can of course swivel him to the side here. Really nice. And of course you can rotate it as much as you want. There's no waist swivel here going onto the legs. You can spread out here this much. You can of course have the kicking forward motion here, 90 degrees, and also you can have some nice upper thigh swivel. You have the pinless jointed knees here. So one thing I would advise you guys to do is to heat up your figures before you take them out and play with them, because they're actually quite tight. So you can kick backwards this much here, which is really good. And of course, you have excellent ankle pivots as well. And measuring out this figure, he does stand in at about the 6.5-inch mark, whereas this accessory here does come in at the 5.5-inch mark. And here he is next to some other Spider-Verse characters that we've gotten. We have the one from the first wave here, the Miles Morales. We have the Peter B. Parker, which still looks pretty cool. And we of course have the Spider-Man Noir, and of course the SPDR buff, which we did see at the end of the movie. Okay, so that is it with the Spot figure. And for a rating, I'm gonna give this a good 6.5 out of 10, because I am of course impressed with the accessories, and definitely after watching the movie, this figure does give me a little bit more feels to it. I mean, it really looks cool. It's nice to add into your whole, into the Spider-Verse collection here, and I do like it. It looks very clunky, very weird. And one thing again, advice for you guys is to warm up your figures for the joints as well, because it is very skinny for the arms and the legs, so you might break it. So far I haven't seen anyone that break it yet, but you might break it if you are playing with this figure. It doesn't give you a lot of stuff when it comes to the Spot figure itself, but overall, in terms of the whole package, I think it's still a very good figure to have. Of course, these are just my thoughts and my opinions. Do leave yours in the comment section down below. Of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. Find me on my Instagram at the Humble Lecter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.